Most people don't want unconditional love anymore. They want something simpler. Something that doesn't require explanations at 3 in the morning. A golden retriever never asks why you forgot to text back. By the end of this, you'll understand why choosing dogs over diapers isn't avoidance. It's pattern recognition. Here's the part nobody mentions. The human brain treats pet attachment the same way it treats child attachment. Same oxytocin, same neural pathways, same overwhelming sense that this creature's survival matters more than your own comfort. But here's what changed. Somewhere between 2004 and 2025, exhaustion became the default state. Human relationships started requiring performance reviews. Drop a comment below if you've ever chosen your pet's company over a family gathering. And if this is making too much sense already, hit subscribe. Because what comes next explains why that choice might be the sanest thing you've ever done. A dog needs walks and kibble. A child needs college funds and emotional regulation coaching and explanations about why the world is the way it is. One of these comes with a return policy. The other comes with 18 years of mandatory optimism. What matters isn't the choice itself, it's what the choice reveals about what broke. The average millennial witnessed their parents' generation promise that hard work equals stability, then watched that promise dissolve like sugar in rain. So when someone says they'd rather raise a border collie than a human child, they're not being selfish. They're being honest about their capacity for disappointment. A border collie will never ask why you can't afford a bigger house. A border collie doesn't care that you're 37 and still renting. A border collie thinks you hung the moon because you remembered to buy the good treats. That's not low standards. That's mercy. But here's where it gets complicated. The same brain chemistry that floods your system when you hold a newborn also floods your system when your rescue mutt looks up at you with those absurdly earnest eyes. Your DNA can't tell the difference between protecting your offspring and protecting something that once ate an entire stick of butter off your counter. Evolution didn't plan for this. Evolution assumed you'd redirect all that caretaking energy toward creatures with opposable thumbs. Instead, you're buying organic dog food and researching pet insurance while your friends send baby shower invitations you keep meaning to RSVP to. So why does this feel safer? Because safety stopped meaning security. It started meaning predictability. A toddler might grow up to resent you for reasons you won't understand until therapy bills arrive. A cat will resent you for approximately 14 minutes after you trim its claws. Then forget the entire incident. The emotional stakes are contained. Manageable. That's not the problem, though. The problem is what happens when an entire generation decides that manageable beats meaningful. Research from 2023 found that pet owners report the same grief intensity losing an animal as losing a close family member, sometimes more, because the relationship was simpler. Your dog never needed you to be anything other than present. Your dog never criticized your career choices or compared you to someone more successful. That purity comes with a cost. You get 12 years, maybe 15 if you're lucky. Then you're standing in a vet's office making a decision that will haunt you for months, wondering if you chose one more day for them or one more day for yourself. But even knowing that ending, people keep choosing it. Because the grief is clean, nobody tells you that you're mourning wrong. Nobody suggests you should be over it by now. Human grief comes with expectations. Pet grief comes with understanding. Here's what nobody wants to say out loud. Choosing pets over children isn't always about loving animals more. Sometimes it's about trusting yourself less. Trusting that you won't repeat the patterns you inherited. Trusting that you can provide the stability you never had. A rescue dog doesn't care that your childhood was complicated. A rescue dog just cares that you showed up with a leash and patience. That transaction feels honest in a way very little else does anymore. The question isn't why pets feel safer. The question is why safety became the goal instead of growth. and whether choosing predictable love over complicated love means you're protecting yourself or limiting yourself. Comment below with the name of a pet who changed your life. Subscribe if you want more uncomfortable truths delivered with inappropriate levels of calm. And maybe consider that the people choosing dogs over diapers aren't giving up on connection. They're just redefining what connection means when the old definition stopped working.